It's a new day. In fact, it's got a number. It is March 12th of 2025. I'm Dan Ramey. He's Mike Smith. That guy over there, look, he's on camera today, is Mr. Hand 2, Aaron Glanton.
And his hand was on his face.
He looked pretty relaxed, didn't he?
His hand was on his face, yeah. That's the hand you usually see. It's on his face today.
Just hanging out with the Ducks today. Well, and Ducks and us, I guess, because we're with the Ducks here, too.
That's right.
That's a Scioto River shot, by the way, down by the annex that I took a number of years ago. The Ducks were very happy to see me. They flapped their wings. They swam.
They say quack,
They
quack.
quacked. Yeah. Either that or they're just calling me a quack. I don't know what the deal was. I have the initials DR, but I'm not a doctor.
Can't repeat what they were saying.
Not in the same tone, that's for sure. Mike has to look at our forecast to let you know what's going on today.
More beautiful weather. And I did take that walk yesterday on the bike path. And a lot of other people were out there too. More sunshine today as well as tomorrow with a high of 73. Sunny and a high of 74 on Friday. Showers are in the forecast for both days over the weekend, and a strong possibility of either strong to severe thunderstorms on Saturday to watch for. And there you have it.
All to bring the flowers. And more crocuses, croci popping up yesterday too. So good to see color amongst all that brown of the dead leaves and everything as you go out and about, walking through the trails. And it's good to see color back. And there were bees. I was taking pictures of these flowers, and yes, bees are already collecting pollen and doing what they do to make our lives better. Up ahead, we'll take a look at what's making news, also look at sports and this date in history. But first, let's tell you about our friends at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. They have 8 different offices across southern and central Ohio. You want to find out more about them? Click on this ad at littermedia.com, and it takes you to their website, which is accuratehvac.com.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Haynes Total Health Care Center celebrated 50 years in 2024, and now they're on to year 51. Chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs, all to take care of you and have you walking better, sitting upright, and feeling better about yourself. Click on this ad where you see it at littermedia.com. It takes you to hayneshealth.com, where you can see more about their doctors and massage therapists and people they have working for them to make you feel better at Haynes Total Healthcare Center. While you're on our website, you'll be able to see plenty of the news stories that we'll share with you today. But not only that, you can go back and look at other things that we've talked about over the years. And because I think we have everything from when we started back on our website.
As of now.
As of now. But we may have to make a change on that.
Yeah.
So we're starting today where?
The Pickaway County Veteran Services Commission has appointed Todd Huffman as its new executive director, and that took place this past December 1st. Huffman has been employed with the organization since August 2016 and succeeds Margie Pettibone, who retired last November 30th. Huffman began his career with the Veteran Services of Pickaway County back in 2016. He served as the assistant director since 2017 and brings a wealth of experience. So, Todd, congratulations. And he is going to be one of our special edition guests coming up here in the next few weeks.
We have some winners of spelling bees to share with you. And we're going to start with the Ross County Spelling Bee winners. Crowned this week, first place, Addison Hughes of Adena. Second place went to Allison Ashcraft of Adena. And third place, Daniel Leachman from Zane Trace. So you have A to Z. Congratulations. 2025 Pike County Spelling Bee winners, Zane Brigner from Eastern. Second place went to Isabella Lapp from Piketon. And Eastern's Madeline McKee was third place. Congratulations, kids. And congratulations go out to the winners of the 2025 High School Quiz Bowl Tournament. First place, the Eastern Eagles, coached by Kathy Osborne. And second place to the Waverly Tigers, coached by Danielle Penrod. Congratulations to all those kids. They're the brightest. And they're shining stars.
Yeah, they're. As the weather warms up, many visitors will be visiting Mount Pleasant up in Lancaster. It's a beautiful place if you've not been up there to get the sight lines of the city of Lancaster and surrounding community. And while you're welcome to get up there and look around, Lancaster City Recreation Department is reminding all visitors,
don't be stupid,
to stay on marked trails and respect posted barriers. Going beyond these barriers is a violation of park rules and a misdemeanor of the 4th degree, carrying penalties of up to 30 days in jail and a $250 fine. Now, for those of you who are watching, you see the two gentlemen on the lower left-hand corner that are standing at the rail, which is okay. It's got the green check mark, looking out over Lancaster. One time, my wife and daughter and I were up there hiking, and there was a teenage boy and 3 teenagers sitting over the ledge on the other side of that rail, and he was playing his guitar. Mm-hmm. And I said, honey, let's get out of here because I can't stand to watch that. Because if he falls, it's not going to be good. And I can't get out there to help him because I might scare him and they might fall off there. So not a good idea to not obey the rules. It's a beautiful place to go up there and look around, but make sure you follow the rules at Mount Pleasant in Lancaster.
When I first started working with Litter Media, one of my first assignments was to go to Lancaster for the Fairfield County Fair. And I'd always seen Mount Pleasant, when you drive to Lancaster High School or to OU Lancaster, you go around it. And I thought, I'm going to go back and check this out. So I decided to become adventurous that day. And adventurous for me was carrying the camera, my microphone, and I went up and I did a report on the fair because you can overlook the fair. And when I got there, I was so out of breath.
Yeah, it's a climb.
But the wind was really kicking up as well. So you have to be prepared for those types of things. And walking back down is a chore as well. You talk about burning in your thighs, you feel that as you're walking down, unless you do it differently. But the way I was going down, there was a no-win situation.
Mm-hmm. If you missed the first run of Hocking Hill's Stories of Nature and History, well, pencil in the date March the 28th at Logan Theater as they are bringing them back on the big screen. Doors open at 6:30 that night and the free show starts at 7. In fact, just make a date of it. Dinner downtown and a movie, and don't forget the free popcorn and drinks.
Be sure to reserve your seats for the Westfall High School musical, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. March 14th through the 16th, so it starts this Friday. Follow the ambitious J. Pierpont. Is it Pierpont?
Good luck.
Pierpont Finch as he climbs the corporate ladder, armed with nothing but a clever handbook and plenty of charm. From window washer to top executive, he navigates office politics, backstabbing co-workers, caffeine-fueled chaos, and even a little romance in this satirical show. So you want to check out How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Gus Macker is having its launch party tonight. That's at 5 p.m. in the Adena Carlisle Building Community Room. The Southern Ohio FCA, they changed their chapter name. Southern Ohio FCA is the benefactor of this year's tournament. They'll be running it, and They will be getting together with a lot of dignitaries this evening to talk about that, and one of them is our Aaron Glandon.
I will be there.
Okay. Road report. Road and median work is being done between US 23 and 35 splits in Chillicothe. Now, there's two of those splits. One, of course, is on the northeast side of the city, and the other extends to exit 43B. There's some stretches down through there on both sides. There's 3 lanes. Well, the lane that's closest to the median is the one that's orange barreled off. And that project is probably a multiple month project. So just be aware, especially in the morning hours and in the afternoon hours, which are rush times, there might be a little bit of a delay.
We'll segue from orange barrels to orange dumpsters. Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Give them a call, 740-253-8389 for the dumpster that you might need for your business or for your residence. If you are doing some things like reconstructing, maybe you're remodeling at home, maybe you're cleaning out a property that you rent, you've got all kinds of uses for a dumpster. Give a call to Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 740-253-8389. Sports is next.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Hometown Motors Incorporated is having a spring sales event. While supplies last, you can find new trimmers starting at $229.99. How about some new blowers starting at $199.99? New chainsaws starting at $279.99. New walk-behinds starting at $399.99. You want a zero turn? They've got new mowers starting at $3399.99 and new riding tractors. We're talking Troy-built and things of that sort. You'll find those as well, starting at $1699.99. But you want to hurry in. Best selection, of course. They're going out the door. So we started talking about this Thursday or Friday of last week. So I'm sure some of the product is already gone. So get them. These prices like this, they'll not last long. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the outdoors. 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. Time for sports, and we have more basketball news to share.
Yeah, Southern Ohio Conference, boys basketball coaches voted on their all SOC teams and individual honors for 2024-25. SOC division champs Notre Dame, Eastern, and Minford led the way with the most selections. You can find all of those, including their Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Coaches of the Year on our website story at littermedia.com. And remember, 2 SOC teams are playing in the state tournament for boys basketball this week, the semis. You get South Webster and also Minford.
Heading up to the alma mater Friday night to watch some donkey basketball. The Teays Valley Young Farmers presenting this event. All the money that is raised goes to scholarships for Teays Valley FFA seniors. This year they're having it Friday, March 14th at Teays Valley High School in the gymnasium. Starts at 7. The doors will open at 6. Pre-sale tickets are available at all the Teays Valley schools for just $8. It's $10 at the door. Kids 10 and under are free. Miss Amelia is excited to get to see this. We showed her a little video from what donkey basketball looks like, and she is ready to jump in and see this. There'll be rides for the kids before the championship game. There'll also be a 50-50 raffle. It's a cash-only event, so keep that in mind. It's the Teays Valley Young Farmers will have a team against the Teays Valley Seniors. Also in this will be, the Pickaway County Sheriff's Department has a team, and I think faculty members also will have a team as well. So they play 2 games, and the winners of those 2 games play in a championship game. So it's always a lot of fun. It's not always safe, but if you want to have fun watching people try to make animals do what the animals don't want to do, this is your game.
How many years have they been doing this?
They started this, I think it was the early 90s. It may go back into the 80s, but I don't think they did it when I was in school. So
some of the donkeys that started it probably aren't with us anymore.
Very well could be.
The Ohio State men's basketball team opens their Big Ten tournament bid tonight out in Indianapolis, taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. That's a 6 o'clock tip-off. Probably the only prayer the Buckeyes have to get to the NCAA is they've got to win the Big Ten tournament. And that venture hopefully starts out for them tonight at 6 o'clock. If you want to watch it, it's on Peacock.
If you want to see Javon Mothmer and the Liberty Flames, they'll open up Conference USA tournament action with UTEP, and that'll be at 6:30 on ESPN+. So more streaming of basketball.
Cleveland Cavaliers tied their own franchise record last night with 15 straight wins. The previous time they did it was to begin this season. Last night winning over the Nets 109-104. And Dan will tell you what happened to the Blue Jackets last night.
They lost last night, 5-3. They were down early, 3-0. They battled back, and then next thing you know, I believe the Devils scored twice in the third period to start the period. Jackets are 8th in the Eastern Conference. They're 2nd in the wild card. They'll be back home Thursday with the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Did I send this to you, this graphic?
I haven't seen it.
This was on, and you can't really see that very well. So I'll read it to you. Cleveland Cavalier, their network last night showed that the Cavs record by month, 5-0 in October, 12-3 in November, 12-1 in December. They kind of fell off the wagon in January going 10-5, but in February they were 10-1 and they're 5-0 in March prior to last night, so that makes them 6-0 in March. Right. So pretty incredible. What is that, 50, are they at 55?
55 after last night.
10? Yep. That's nice. Let's hope they keep that going. I'd like to see them win a championship without LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. Could happen.
It very well could.
Could happen.
All right, coming up in a moment, we'll turn the clock back to
1968.
Details on why next.
Litter Quality Propane, 92 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Discover Ross County.
From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. Click on this ad at littermedia.com and it'll take you to an informational page about the Bean Foundation. Time for this date in history.
Most of us know that Alaska, like Hawaii, became a state of the United States in 1959. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't until 1968 that oil is discovered in Prudhoe Bay, a remote region along Alaska's northernmost coast, profoundly transforming the state. When Alaska entered the Union in 1959, it was a poor, isolated territory relying on federal subsidies. Alaska's Statehood Act specified that the state could claim 100 million acres to develop as they chose, independent of the federal government. Well, a fellow by the name of Tom Marshall, a petroleum geologist, suggested that the state claim the North Slope, a region on Alaska's northern coast. He suspected that the state might find oil there. Did they ever? They found oil, and it was stated that they would probably have to have a 1 billion barrel field to make it profitable. Well, since 1977, they have pumped out 17 billion barrels of oil. In their heyday, it was about I think 2 million barrels a day. I think we forget how big the number billion is.
It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros.
Yeah, you think 17 billion since 1977. Well, think about how many millions it takes to make a billion. Mm-hmm. 17 billion barrels of oil. And to think that we bought it in the 1800s for only $15 million from the Russians. Thank you.
Indeed. Trying to remember when they started building the pipeline and how long it took to make the pipeline, because it seems like
late 60s.
I was going to say I was in elementary school when I was when it was being built. So
I think they said that there's 400 square miles of pipeline that run through there.
Wow.
And I guess Tom Marshall, he was a petroleum geologist. A lot of that, what they call the permafrost, it's kind of like froze on the top, but underneath it, somehow it stays warm, and all that vegetation is brewing these minerals and everything that creates what? Oil. So this guy was pretty smart to think, hey, there could be, they said there could be gold, and well, there could be oil in them there hills. So, and there's still a lot there.
And they're still getting gold out of Alaska as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So all that started out in 1968.
And there's so much discussion when the president talked about buying Greenland. Mm-hmm. There are minerals there that are key ingredients to building, like the microchips and things for our computers and all that. And when people first heard him say that, they're like, what on earth is he thinking? But it's the same with this agreement with Ukraine.
Right.
If we help you, you help us, we get mineral rights and so on and so forth. So we'll see how this all plays out.
But they say that there's still a lot of rare earth minerals that have yet to be tapped into in Alaska. Mm-hmm. But because of all of these regulations, it's slowed down a lot of the oil production, as well as going for some of these rare earth minerals.
Right. All right, that's it for the program today. Coming up tomorrow, we're back at it with this program again to let you know about the good things going on in our communities. And so if you've got something to tell us about, feel free to share. We're always willing to take a look at what you have to share. And we were discussing a moment ago before starting this program the potential for a new series that we'll try and start as well to take us through the summer months, since we don't have sports as our special projects.
We'll see.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff coming up, and we, of course, always want to make something available for you to view, but if you have an interest, let us know. That helps us find a new interest as well. For Aaron Glandon, for Mike Smith, I'm Dan Ramey. Thanks for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.